And we are live. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Beyond the 90, a very croaky episode for you. I'll just do this one quick. As you can tell, I've come back from the King Power Stadium. Um, it was a special anniversary today. Vichai himself on this. Again, it's messing up with the lighting. But yes, Leicester City are through to the final eight. We're trying to get this out and get this done as soon as possible. What do you think? Leave it in the comments down below. We'll try and get to your comments, but the games are coming thick and fast. Obviously, we've got Arsenal in a couple of days' time at the King Power as well, but let's concentrate on this game. First of all, we set off with 3-4-3, which I thought was brave from Brendan Rodgers. Really, really brave. Not really seen him play that formation too often, especially with Leicester City. And we know Brighton are an attacking team. Both teams make loads and loads of changes. So if we look at the back three, obviously it was a Bertrand, Vestergaard, Sionchu. First half, I think they didn't do too bad. I think in possession of the ball, Vestergaard especially is decent, but off the ball, it's real disappointment. He gets turned too easily. He was on the floor a couple of times. He really needs to improve that. I'm not one of those hating on him, but at the same time, it's not good enough. And he needs to try and improve that. I know he's not the quickest on the turn, but something has to change. I think he was a little bit bad there. But some of the other players want to bring it to kind of Sionju didn't have too bad of a game. He got caught out a couple of times. Bertrand didn't think to put too much of a foot wrong. There wasn't this. Bearing in mind there was 10 changes from the team that played against Brentford. The only player that was remaining was Charles Sionchu. So he's obviously played a lot of games. I think he's played pretty much every game since we've started. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's played every single game. The only player to do so far. I want to bring on to the midfield. I mean, we've got Hamza Chowdhury, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, two Leicester boys, and they were fantastic. Especially Hamza. The fact that Hamza got a captain, I can't explain to you how happy I was. I got a little bit emotional when they came out of the pitch and Hamza's leaving him out. You guys know how much of a fan I am of Hamza Chowdhury. Not just that, but a British Asian player, and his performance today was fantastic. His defensive work, his tackling at times has been a bit suspect. I think he got the majority of tackles right. I think he played along in that role and cut out a lot of key passes, tracked back where he needed to. He had and he was what was brilliant when they were trying to pass a ball out from the back. He was attacking that and defending from the front, kind of, but like defending, winning the ball in the midfield. The midfield, we beat that position in the first half. Defensively, we were strong. We took the ball and passed it around. Part of it is because they weren't strong enough. However, we were very, very good in that first. So very, very good. We were pretty good in that first half, considering all things considered. This team has never played together before. Half of these players are coming back. I mean, Vonde Taylor Campbell, we'll get onto in just a bit. He just absolutely. Are you tired, Ethan? I am too, mate. But thanks for joining in. I'm going to just do a quick one then before we go to bed. But wow, we've got such a strong team. I mean, we'll come to Chowdhury again. Phenomenal. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, just a joy to watch. Sometimes he can be a little bit slow in terms of he doesn't stick a tackle in as much, but his positional awareness was really good. He broke the press, I think, fantastically. Brighton's press was fantastic as well. And in the first half, it was just a fantastic performance from us. Considering these players, I know they play together in training, but we've not seen them, and they were just fantastic. Them two in midfield, the double pivot they had was absolutely, just absolutely incredible. Not because I'd say they had a 7 out of 10 performance, but considering they don't play, how many caps has Dewsbury Hall got for us? What, 3, 4 in all competitions? And that was his second performance again. Yes, a second string Brighton team, but he was there and he managed to show his strength, and that was fantastic. Luke Thomas on the left hand side. I didn't really concentrate too much on him. I don't know if I'm going to say neutral. To be honest, a lot of it watching the ground was looking at that side, but something that Ant points out to me, because then again, Ant went to the game with me. He had to head home, obviously, so otherwise he would have been in. I would have been in this one as well. His ball, all the balls were taking him and spinning them over to the left and spinning them over, and then getting Daka to run in the channel. That's one player I want to move into. Patson Daka. I know he didn't score or get an assist, but I keep forgetting how quick that dude is. You see it in person, you go, wow, what a player, and what a performance he's had in this game. I think he chases down everything, and for the first goal he was a lot of that. So I think Luke Thomas whipped it into the right hand side and said, all right, you chase onto it. Patson Daka gets it, and then it comes over, and the goalkeeper comes out and he runs into it. He creates the opportunity to forget to more players. Oh, it was so impressive to watch. So impressive, Patson Daka, and he's only going to get better in time. He's still young and he's going to be fantastic. And another two players, obviously, Barnes one side. We know Barnes has been low on confidence of recent. He's not been the Harvey Barnes that he was. He was doing a couple of things right, but the reason why I'm so harsh on him is because I know the levels he sets. He's a very good winger, and I don't think he's at full tilt, but that goal helped. That goal really helped today. Get him to that next level, and it was came out of nowhere, but he finished it off fantastically. He was what we want to see from Barnes is kind of get him a ball, get him on one, and pounding down the other side, and pounding down the wing and taking players on, cross it over, or potentially shoot. With this 3-4-3, it doesn't really get the best out of him. We see more of like a 4-2-3-1 on that left hand side, just bombing it down the wing. He didn't quite have that, and that's okay. I think because we were playing that kind of inverted number 10. So as one went out, the other one came into a cam position because we didn't have a cam. So Lookman and him were taking it in turn to come into that number 10 position and link up while the other one went out to the wing, which is, I think, was quite clever and quite a sensible decision. And another player that deserves a shout as well in that starting 11. If we play a 4-2-3-1, which again we'll come on to in just a second, on that right-hand side, I really enjoyed watching Lookman. Some of his balls and some of his play, and also what doesn't get mentioned is his work rate going backwards. He's always willing to go and help out the team, help out his midfield, take the ball on, turn it the other way around, and try and get something forward. When he's got the ball at his feet, he is a special player. He really is. I know it's early in the season. We've only got him on loan, but I'm really hoping we can turn that into a permanent move because we've seen some real flashes of brilliance. And when we've been playing poorly, he's been a player that's dragging the team up and getting them forward and getting them into games. But in the first half, again, I think it was, then they equalised from a corner. Again, Leicester City and corners, we all know how it is. It's been an issue ever since Brendan Rodgers has come into a team. We can't defend them. Somebody free at the back post, and that was not good. But then we go up and equalise. Yes, it was from a mistake. I can't remember who the defender was. The ball comes across and he runs onto it. But again, Lookman did the right thing, moving into that position and looking at the ball before it was reached him and goes, I can get that. And that for me is a sign of a great player. The fact that he's predicting what is going to happen before it actually happens. And I thought that's something that's really underrated. Again, he deserves the goal. I think there was the first half, again, we weren't incredible. Yes, this team has kind of played together. And we just played a fantastic brand of football considering this team doesn't play together. When's the last time Danny Ward started a game in like a professional setting, which wasn't a preseason game? When's the last time we saw Ryan Bertrand? When's the last time we saw Vontae Daly Campbell? Let me talk about that man. What a performance. We've talked about it a little bit. This is the second performance I've seen, ironically, both against Brighton in the Cup. I think the other one was in the FA Cup, but both in the Cups. On that right hand side, he tied a little bit towards the end, which was, I mean, he's not played that much football, but on that right hand side, he looks really promising. His strength, the ability to get past Dan Burn, who's a big player and a big, quick player playing wing back, and he just drove down that wing and attacked the ball, but defended well as well. Put players on their backside, was really aggressive. He reminds me of kind of not Traore in terms of, but that kind of stature and just get off the ball. I've got you. He's got this aggression, this grit that I love. He's willing to stop defenders at all costs, but his mixture of his speed and his build, as well as his technical ability and his ability to go put it over there or run onto it, was fantastic. Again, there's one thing I want to come back to in terms of Daka. Sorry, I've not got the notes because I was at the game, but Daka did really well, running onto anything, and it's the old Jamie Vardy, and it was absolutely insane. Yeah, Ethan. Sorry, I'll get to your comments in a second. Ethan, yeah, quarterfinals ready. That's crazy. It is crazy. Do you know why? Because we are finished in the top 6. You look at the likes of Arsenal, who finished 8th. They had to play against West Brom, I think, in the first round. And we've just played 2 games and we're already in the quarters. In the last 18. Last 18, I wish. But again, we'll get onto the goalkeeper in a little bit as well. I don't know if I'm lagging out. I'm terribly sorry if I am. Anyway, We shall continue in terms of this. Second half, I think it was pretty good. Let all things considered. We had a really good performance. Sorry if my internet is lagging or my production, something is happening at the moment, which is really. I'm just going to check if it's working again. Okay, it's lagging a little bit. Anyway, I'll just continue like nothing's happened. Sorry, guys. People are saying really good things. Let me come back to the comments. I'm excited for Arsenal and KP. Yes, we're trying to do a preview, but the matches are coming thick and fast at the moment. We'll have to see. Danny Ward, we'll get to a goalkeeper. I mean, we've got such a strong squad. That's the highlight for me. The fact that if there was, heaven forbid, a massive injury to these teams, that all of the starting 11, bearing in mind that player, who of them starts? There isn't. Danny Ward doesn't start. Vestergaard potentially starts. So Soyuncu will start. Bertrand doesn't start. Fonte Campbell doesn't start. Neither does Thomas. The formation we're playing at the moment, neither does Barnes or Lookman or Daka. So if everybody's not injured, so it shows you that we've got the strength and depth. And Brendan Rodgers goes strong in the cup, and it shows you that he's gone strong by changing 10 players, which is mental. We've come out to manage to win that, and it's kind of another tactical genius from him. In the second half, we didn't look as convincing. We played 3-5-2. We didn't create too many chances. So it's 3-4-3. We didn't create too many chances. Then we changed to a back four, and it just seemed like everything went downhill from there. With the old cliche, I think we're something with Ant. Probably check out his video, and we'll be a little bit more on there. Defensively, it just went to pot. Bertrand came off, and that formation change, it just ruined us. And we were quite lucky again that Brighton can't really finish. They create the chances, but they were hitting them wide. They weren't hitting them well enough. If that's another team, I think we lose that game. And a lot of changes, and ironically, that team's actually became stronger. Maddison came on form. Samore came on. Very, very good player with Premier League experience. You saw what he did in the last couple of games. It was fantastic. Yes, he didn't have Tielemans, but the likes of Iheanacho in the form of his life, pretty much. Form of probably one of the best years he's ever performed. You're looking at these players that have come on. I think we made 5 substitutions in total, but Ricardo coming on for Fonte Campbell. These players are better, but the formation, the team got worse, which was actually kind of annoying as well. Imagine if KD scored. Yeah, he hit the bar, and I was screaming for that one to go in. I was so disappointed that he didn't get the goal. Do you know what? He's getting in them positions, and he's playing this number 8, and I think it is fantastic. Hi, Marlon. Hopefully you're okay. I think the play we played decent. We were strong in defense and attack, and was decent. Just need to see a decent performance. Lots and lots of decence in there as well. Oh, defense. Oh, it's late at night, isn't it? I would fancy us to go in the draw next. Anybody but I'd take anybody but West Ham. West Ham, you know that meme I was saying to Ant today as well. Go, I'm afraid of no man, but that man, West Ham, scares me. Anybody but West Ham. They're just so good at the moment as well. Danny Ward is incredible. Yeah, he had not much to do V1, not much to do in the entire game, but when he was called upon, he was fantastic. The fact that you've got him and Kasper going for the position is mental. And the fact that when Chowdhury came off, he was the captain. They obviously saw something in him, and Brendan Rodgers knew who that was if Hamza was to come off. What a save, yeah. But from that McAllister shot, I don't know if you'll talk about the penalty, Ethan. Let me confirm. Again, I can't know. Mope missed the penalty, but yes, towards like 85 minutes, fantastic save. Didn't really have much to do, but when he was called upon, fantastic. Again, you know how much of a Chowdhury fan I am, but yeah, if Ethan's saying as well, the pressure being captain, not just that, the fact that he's only 23 and he's taking up this mantle, and he pushed his chest up, he pushed his chest out, he's thinking forward, and he was like, right, I'm going to take this on, because he's from Leicester, and that's what really impressed me as well. It's just fantastic. Again, I want to concentrate more on the first half. We're through. We won on penalties. Yes, they hit the bar. Yes, Danny Ward make an incredible save. It's probably going to be a thumbnail. I know I've not got around to doing it at the moment, but it's fantastic at the moment. KDH continuing his Luton form, and bearing in mind, I agree, but he's not played much, and this is his second or the first official start for Leicester City, and he's done that performance. I think the reason why they had to change KDH and Chowdhury is because they've not played much. They were tiring towards the end, so we had to change it up a little bit and kind of change to a 4-3-1. It didn't really work. I agree. I think he's finally become comfortable and confident in squad role. I don't know who that was in reference to. Sorry about that. Lookman again was fantastic. Madison, Man's main thing. We got the job done. Yeah, we got the 3 points. 4 wins in 4 now. Brilliant performance. In terms of what this could do for the confidence for the squad, you saw them all on the line, just waiting, and the fact that we've got this win again, we've got it done. And it wasn't the best performance. We'll have to see how it goes, because the more they play together, they'll be the better it will be. Because things are only going to get better from here. Let's have a look at some other players. Again, momentum is absolutely key. So yeah, we will have to see. Ben White is injured for it's out Saturday. That could be interesting, make things very interesting. But we'll concentrate on this one for now. We actually just need to concentrate on this game and sing the praises. Again, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't a good performance in the second half, but we got the job done. And that's what you want. And it's a lot better than what we were expecting because Brighton are a good team. They play an expansive brand of football. We talked about the with Maz, but they changed all 11 as well. And I think that helped. Yes, we capitalized on them 2 goals, but at the same time, we could have let their mistakes in. We had, and the Mwepu goal I need to look back on, but I think they carved through our midfield like it wasn't there. No coincidence, Hamza Chowdhury came off and they managed to carve through our midfield. Even with Samoria, as much as I love, and Papi Mendy came on as well, that pivot doesn't seem to work. I think they both take up similar roles and they get each other's way. But yeah, it didn't quite work out. And but at the same time, we've given Tillemans a rest, which is, I think, valid because he's been playing for club and country for God knows how long now. But yes, apart from that, that's a quick review. The reason why is because we've just won. Oh, it's just so nice to get through. I don't know when the results will be out. We'll try and do another video. We're trying to get a preview, but the games are coming, as you guys know, thick and fast, and it is late here. So I'm going to love you and leave you here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry this is not up to date, but we're trying to get the content out to you as best as we can. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Really appreciate all of your feedback and all the 14 of you are watching. Am I going to Arsenal on Saturday? I am a bit busy doing some admin stuff with other people, but Ethan, I'll let you know. See everybody in the next video, which will probably be tomorrow or today when you're watching this. Goodbye.